Consoles are doomed, but not Nintendo. This video was brought to you by a comment. Thank you so much for the idea. It may be a little off than what it was, but anyways, let's get straight into it. So, they're doomed because, you see, when you think of consoles, what do you used to think of? Exclusive games. Now, you may think of me as just some sort of Nintendo fanboy when I say this, but I think Nintendo is going to have the long-term hold on the market. Because the exclusive games, now they're down the drain because you can also get them on PC. So there's not really a point of getting a console when you can get yourself a PC. Nintendo is not like that. You can't get a single one of their games on PC. Unless you're a filthy pirate that doesn't know their manners. Roar, that's bad. Don't do that. Unless you physically can't get the game at all. Don't do that. Anyways, so I want to kind of do like a little ranking, a testing. Now, let's just say like the new PS5 Pro that came out 2 days ago, and that really annoys me. So, let's just say that you buy yourself a PS5 Pro. Now, this is all going to be in Canadian dollars. All you have to do is change it to whatever region you want. Alright, so you buy yourself that PS5, $900 down the drain. Now, that doesn't include the disc drive, and also, we gotta put this into terms right here. Ready? Okay, welcome to Amazon. So, just to put this into a testing zone. Alright, so let's just say that you wanted to just play your console and you don't have a TV or anything. To get your maximum experience of the PS5 Pro console, you're gonna need a 4K TV. So, $350. And then just the PS5 itself is an additional $1,000 plus the tax here. So we got a total of $1,309 Canadian, and that doesn't even include taxes. So you also have to pay taxes for this device. Now let's just say that you don't like digital things. Alright, so the digital one, okay. Now let's just say that you like physical games instead of digital games. What you're gonna need now is you're gonna need the PS5 disc drive. It's not even on stock. It's not even in stock on Amazon. So we're gonna add $80, and then for the stand, because you need to stand it up somehow, unless you just want to lean it up against the wall, that's an extra $30. So our total becomes $1,420 ish. But that doesn't include the taxes. You also have to pay taxes on it, so that's 13%. So our total will become a... Okay, so I hope that I did this calculation right. But if you want to get yourself a PS5 Pro with all the accessories, and let's just say that you don't have a TV just to play it, that would be $1,845. Yeah, it's right here. Anyways, this is what you need to play the PS5 Pro. Now, let's do the Xbox and a PC. Okay, so now if you want to get an Xbox Series X, and you also need your TV, because let's just say you don't have a TV and it has to be 4K, because why would you buy a console if you don't want it, to be 4K? Anyways, it comes up to a total of $999, which is pretty insane, by the way, plus your taxes. Not even sure if I did that right, but it's $1,300. And by the way, I calculated inside of a different thing, a different algorithm, and it gave me kind of a different number. So if you want, this could be $100 lower, but here in Ontario, I think that this, I did it right. Alright, so anyways, this is what you need to play your Xbox Series X and your fiber TV. Now, a Nintendo, or a PC actually, let's do PC. Alright, so I got a fairly decent PC. These aren't even the same parts. In fact, they're probably better, but this is about the same price as the PS5-ish, like with the TV. Anyways, we got ourselves a monitor, which is 144 hertz monitor. You don't really need, oh no, it's 180 hertz monitor, and you don't really need a 4K because, hey, hertz are really what gives it the big boost that Anyways, about $2,000 for this. So, I mean, it's a pretty good deal, honestly, when you think about it. It's about the same price, and in fact, it's better. 16 gigabytes of RAM. Oh no, 32 gigabytes of RAM. You know, this is a fairly decent looking computer. It's actually really good, and you can do your work on it. You can do a whole bunch of stuff on it. But let's get all this done with Nintendo too. Okay, so now I just wanted my Nintendo Switch. Don't need a TV, don't need nothing. So I picked a Nintendo Switch Lite, and it's originally $280-ish. Plus your taxes, there's $357. So a much better deal, and these games aren't on computers, so you have to get yourself a Nintendo Switch to play these games. So you got your Nintendo Switch Lite. Now let's just say you wanted to play the games on PC. What should you do? I got you. Okay, so now you got yourself the Nintendo Switch OLED. Why not? You don't technically need a TV, but let's just throw in a TV because why not? So you got a TV. You don't need it to be that expensive. So $167, and it's a smart TV, and it's HD. Don't really need nothing more than that. And it's still less than the price of the PS5 Pro. So, to my conclusion, I think that consoles are just done. So what I mean by that is, if you get yourself a PS5, you want to play the new a new game, you want to play Elden Ring or something, because you can't get that on Switch, you might as well get a computer, because at the same time you can do your work. Let's just say you work from home or whatever. You can do anything really on a computer. You're not locked in to a atmosphere. And just for a little bit more, just a little bit more from a PS5 Pro, you can have infinite access. Get yourself a computer. If your computer, you need upgrades or whatever, you can upgrade it later down in the future. And it's just a really nice thing to have, because instead of using more money, you got yourself a PS5 Pro, and then in a couple years, Sony decides to upgrade it to the PS6, so then you're down another $1,000. So might as well just get yourself a computer, then you can upgrade the parts later down. Unless you get something too weak, then you can't really change out. You have to change out the motherboard, you have to change out a whole lot of things. So just make sure it's just nicely in the middle, so then you can upgrade your parts later down the road. Now, the reason why I say Nintendo is definitely one, because you can't buy their games on computer. You can't buy their games anywhere else besides their platform. So essentially, if you want to play your Mario, your Zeldas, your Pokemon, you have to get yourself a Nintendo console. And hey, I think they really done it the right way, because anyone can really play Sony or Xbox games on computer, but not everyone can play Nintendo games. And you see, Nintendo really opened up that access point, because when you think about it, you have to get yourself a monitor. Let's just say you don't have anything. You have to get yourself a monitor, you have to get yourself the stand, the disk drive, whatever, if you like physical games. And the Xbox, you have to get the Xbox and a TV, or yeah. And the Nintendo Switch, just anyone can do it. You don't need a TV, you don't need any of that. You just need yourself a Nintendo Switch. Get the Nintendo Switch Lite. It's much cheaper, and it still works like a charm. You don't have to get all those fancy gadgets and gizmo. But for a little bit extra, you can get yourself the Switch OLED, which is a beautiful console to play on. The screen is marvelous. And you don't even need a TV if you don't want it. But for the example that I gave you, we just threw in a TV in there, because why not? You get a dock, might as well. Anyways, so this is why I say that consoles are doomed and Nintendo's on top. Because when you really boil it down, the PS5 Pro, for the boost that it gave you, it really shouldn't be a thing in today's market. Because when you like really boil it down, you can't really notice a difference from jumping to a PS5 to a PS5 Pro. I mean, sure, if you're really looking, paying really close attention, you can really see, I guess, a little bit of a difference. But it's not like a big jump, like from the Wii U to the Switch. I can actually see a pretty decent difference to what it was. Because you see a little bit of stuttering, a little bit of glitches in the console. But, hey, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm mostly talking about why consoles are doomed. And I think I did a pretty good job disclosing the information about these things. Now, the games that you would get on your consoles. Nintendo doesn't really like sales, so that's maybe one of the reasons that I guess consoles may catch up, but I don't think so. Sony also doesn't like really to place their brand new third-party IPs or brand new first-party IPs for sale a lot. They don't really go on sale that often. It's only really if the game kind of sucks. But hey, at the end of the day, it's gaming, and you can pick whatever consoles, whatever you like. It's just your opinion. If you like to play on PS5 because you say that the games and the haptic feedback is really, really cool, hey, play on the PS5. PS5 is a fantastic console. If you like the Xbox Series X because you like to play Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is a pretty good game too. So, whatever you're into, it doesn't really matter what anyone else says, as long as you're happy. If you like playing on PC, there you go. You get yourself to play games, add mods, and have fun. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. So, what do you think about this? Do you think that Nintendo has won, or not won, but like is on top? They're not doomed as much as the other ones, or do you think that hey, it's all the same? Gaming is gaming, and I like myself my PS5 Pro. You do you. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching this this video, and yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day. Consider to hit the big old blue like button if you want. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope that maybe you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, thank you. Thanks again. See you in the next one.